Hi Pisces, it's Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your general reading for mid-October 2017, or whenever you happen upon this particular video. I don't, we don't always need to confine things to time frames, so if you're seeing this now, then the message is for you. This is a very general reading for those born under Sun, Moon, and Rising Pisces. And if you'd like a specific reading for your own questions and your specific circumstance, go ahead and find me on my About page, and we can do a private reading. Okay, for now, we're going to read generally for Pisces. And the theme that I pulled, the oracle card I pulled, is coming from this deck this month, the Earth Magic deck by Stephen D. Farmer. It's a great deck. I love all the elements that it represents from our planet. And the one that I pulled for you, Pisces, is River. Movement. I love this for you because you are the fish, and for the most part, you do swim with the flow. That is your true nature, is to flow. You flow, you hit a rock, you go right, you go left. You just find that flow of life. And that is, and you're a water sign as well. So the river is a great card to pull for you. But what it also talks about with this card is resistance to movement, and how important it is to recognize when you're resisting movement and to let go and let flow again. Let go of that resistance and find the flow of life for yourself once again. Go with the flow kind of a phrase, it's really kind of trite sometimes, but it's really important. It's important for you now. Breathe and relax, and you'll see the signs as they come. And as you're in your progress and flowing along, you'll be able to see more steps ahead, because you are in motion again. Okay, let's see what the Zen Tarot deck says for us, this spread. Okay, Pisces, your starting point here is change. So you may be on the brink of, or in the midst of, or looking for some change in your life. And change is constant, as we know. We don't ever really get through, if you really think about it on every level, we don't get through many spaces of time in our life where change does not occur. It's just a constant. And our, aspiration or goal as a human is to learn to accept that and adapt, right? And it's perfect, because that's what this oracle card is asking, is that you go with the flow, let the signs come. When change comes, go with it, right? Go with it. If a decision or a choice is taken away and that's your change right now, make another choice. As long as you're in motion, as long as you're going forward. We get stagnated, we resist, and we get stuck, all sorts of problems start happening. And we know, eventually it manifests physically for us, but the problems start with really the resistance within us. Whatever, whatever idea or life change that we resist, it starts to create a bottle up within us. And it starts spiritually, obviously. Okay, internally, your response to this change might be sorrow, your initial response. Sometimes change brings loss. I guess every time change occurs, it brings loss on some level, right? Even if it's, you change jobs, you lost the other one, right? Or you're leaving it behind, and you're having to adapt to the new. So this makes sense, that internally you might feel a sense of loss, a sense of sadness, longing for what used to be, if you're in the middle of this change, or if you're looking to make a change and you're sad and worried about what you might have to leave behind. But I think that because it's just the natural flow of life, as the river card, shows us, the sorrow it comes, but just embrace it, allow it to be there, and then let it pass, because it will pass, because we're always changing, right? We're always in motion. The external world card here, the base of the external world I'm pulling for you, is schizophrenia. You might feel caught in a decision. The change is imminent and you do not know which way to go, which direction to choose. I like to tell my kids when they come upon, moments that they're stuck and they don't know how to proceed, make a decision, commit to it, and if it starts to feel like the incorrect decision, make another decision, right? As long as this is the theme of the reading, right? The movement, the river, the movement. As long as you're in motion, as long as you don't resist and get stuck, that's what can deepen the sorrow, and that's what can, really get you confused and really unable and stuck, like this one card represents. The point is to go with the change, make one decision, a small one, if you're not ready to take a big leap. And then if it's not feeling right, listen to yourself. And if it's not feeling right, make another one. Make another decision to move in another direction. Now, if it's a big decision like a job or a relationship, those you want to start with something small. Like if you're looking for a new job, just start looking to see what's out there. Make that your choice. Make that the movement or the motion that you put yourself in, without telling anyone you want to leave your current position. Because that you don't want to just leap to another job and then find that one doesn't suit you either. But internally, you're getting it, and you're planting seeds. You're figuring out, every action I take and every thought I put out there will manifest, will have a response, will bring about movement, will bring about flow into my life. And you're getting that. And internally, you may be planting seeds mentally, like all the different choices you have, and if the change occurs in this fashion, this is how I would respond. And if it occurs, it's really an inside job here, but you're getting it. And while you plant those seeds of thought or those ideas or possible choices in up in your mind, you're planting those seeds. It's already going to take root. One of the directions that you're considering will take root, and you'll feel a pull toward it. So stay open, stay in motion, and try not to get stuck in this sorrow place for very long. Okay, the external world next card is the Fool. You could be having a fresh start, and you could also, the way this guy is in this card, he's kind of looking straight up in the air and kind of sending it all up to the heavens and happy as ever, and not really looking to see where he's stepping. And he doesn't really care, because he trusts that whatever step he takes, just kind of like this schizophrenia card, if he lets go of his hands, or lets go of his feet, he can't decide which. And really the guidance is to just let go of both and take a leap, take a leap of faith. And that's kind of what the Fool's doing too. So in your external world, the changes that are coming upon you you will be supported. You will be supported in whichever way you decide to go. Okay? The top of the internal energies here is playfulness. I love it, because as you start to get this trust in the flow of life, and as you start to move with the river, move with the motion of the signs that come to you, and accept the changes that come upon you, you'll find that there's just more of a sense of fun in your life. It just feels better to not resist. It feels better to just say, oh, not sure, let's try this. Okay, no, let's try this. It feels better to just be in motion than to be stuck, worried, feeling alone, feeling unsure. Try something, right? Okay, and the last external card is to caution yourself not to compare yourself to anyone else's life, you know, anyone else's choices, anyone else's story. Yours is yours. You're in the flow of your own life, as the River card indicates, and you got this, right? Just baby steps, little decisions, one by one. Keep them coming. Keep the flow. Stay in it, and don't get stagnated, right? Yeah, I mean, you know, starting out with this change energy, embrace it. Embrace it, and you really can't go wrong. And you'll see the signs along the way, you know, oh, here's a, you know, tough decision to make, and then just make one. And if you don't like it, make another, right? It's, as long as you're not harming anyone in the process, you're doing this all for yourself, and it will end up feeling very certain, and the stress level will drop. Okay? All right, Pisces, thank you so much for checking in, and I will see you guys at the, I can't believe it's Halloween. It's already fall. But I'll see you guys at the beginning of November. Okay, take care. Bye.